Hey, what's up guys? It's Nick from Fit Futures here with yet another answer to yet another question. Today's question comes from Daisy down south in Dunedin. And her question is, Nick, what's the story with anabolic window of opportunity? Do I need to ingest a protein shake immediately post-workout? Now, that's a really good question, Daisy. Thanks for that. A little bit to unpack here. That is a long-standing belief. For a long time, a lot of people have been taking their protein canisters with them and filling it up and immediately post-workout ingesting some protein, believing that they needed to in order to get the anabolic benefit, flip the script from that catabolic state and start building muscle and repairing muscle. Now, that is still a worthwhile process to, I guess, incorporate after a training session. However, you don't necessarily need to jump the gun quite so quickly. Brad Schoenfeld, who's a very well-respected researcher, recently shared on Instagram about some recent research that is suggesting you don't necessarily need to do that. And the reason for that is because research has now demonstrated that the anabolic window of opportunity isn't half an hour long, okay? And it should actually be thought of as brackets surrounding a training session, because the anabolic effect of food can last roughly 4 to 6 hours, which is pretty cool. So assuming that you are eating consistently, so breakfast, lunch and dinner, and maybe having your training session spaced either side of those meals, then you don't necessarily need to ingest protein immediately post-workout, because the body will still be benefiting from, I guess, the anabolic effect of the meal that you've consumed maybe 2 or 3 hours prior. So where the half-hour window of opportunity probably ties in is if you've had a period of fasting and then trained. So perhaps your last consumed meal was 7 p.m. the night before your training session. You wake up, go for a training session at 7 a.m. There's a 12-hour difference there. You're in a fasted state. Once you complete that workout, that is when you would want to ingest your protein immediately after. So in those situations where you haven't had a protein-rich meal within a couple of hours of that session. So there is a window of opportunity there. It should be thought of more as brackets surrounding a particular training session if you have eaten within 4 to 6 hours of that training session. And if not, then still ingest the protein immediately post-workout. But you just don't need to worry about the inconvenience of carrying it around in your bag. It can probably wait until you get home. So guys, if you like that, there's plenty more where that came from. Click the link below. And guys, if you have any questions of your own, get in touch with us because we'd love to answer them. Until next time, team, keep well, and I'll catch you then.